Recording in progress.
Good.
Ah, okay. Now they can hear me on YouTube. How you doing, Jeff?
Good.
Great.
Good. Yeah. Except for my sciatica, everything's fine.
Okay. You're living through it.
Yep.
That's a way to go.
Fighting through it.
Here you go. Don't let it beat you.
Yeah. Just keep popping the head though.
My brother has like an allowance through his insurance, I guess, where he can order stuff every month, and he's always ordering Advil.
Is he? Yeah.
He has a lot of pain. I don't know. Not every month. It's like every quarter, 4 times a year. They give him an allowance for miscellaneous stuff.
Huh.
It's weird. Hey, Flip.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Let me
Hey,
turn this off.
Hello, guys. How the hell are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Same old, different day.
It's all the same.
Jeff, you got 75 tonight?
No.
No, you do. You do
I think
actually,
you-
Jeff.
I think you do. I looked on the
think you
web,
do.
and you demand tonight on
You demand.
75.
You didn't look yourself up?
Oh, maybe. Yeah. That's right. I did send. Yeah.
He sends out an email to everyone.
Yeah. I didn't send it to myself though. Well, I
There
did.
you go.
Damn.
We're reminding you, Jeff.
Okay.
Hey,
That's
Jeff. Hey, Jeff, you appear to be Bidenized.
What? No, don't say that.
Doing something else on the computer. It's a screen. I'm not showing you guys. I'm looking at something else.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
That's why I look like
He's
a
distracted. He's distracted. It's
looking
okay.
at my teleprompter.
We're okay. It's good.
So I got the damn 75 meters. Wow.
You got the damn 75 meters. Who asked you? I can't remember already.
Geez, I can't
Oh,
remember.
Steve, AJ6LN
Yeah, he's
Who
got 2 meters
has
tonight.
not the greatest signal on Simplex, so
Yeah, that's the problem.
this will be interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You're,
I know some people couldn't hear him. I don't
Yeah,
know,
I know.
like
And
a
he
couple
was-
weeks ago.
he was down in the mud really
Yeah,
bad.
yeah.
Your Barkmaster should handle that no problem, right? Jeff?
Yeah, it should. Yeah.
I hear him
Yeah,
great
that's-
on HF.
I
Yeah.
know.
My
I-
problem is like 2 meters. He's
Yeah.
okay most of the time, but sometimes a little scratchy. 440, I don't know. Sometimes okay, sometimes not so okay. 440 is very variable. Very variable.
Yeah, it can be.
Wow.
Oh boy,
I
Randy,
don't think
also
I'm
known
gonna-
as.
I don't think I'm gonna re-up with racies. I think I'm gonna let them drop me.
Are they?
Yeah. I don't think I would be willing to deploy with him anyway. just don't feel comfortable with it.
Randy, you got a new car?
Randy's got a bicycle. Cool.
No, it's a new car.
No, it's not.
Well, it costs as much as a car.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt
looks
that.
like a
I
nice
bet.
one.
Yeah, that looks nice.
That was my road bike before well, it still is. It's hanging in here in the garage.
Yeah, mine's hanging upside down in the garage. Yes.
Exactly where mine's at. In fact, I have two of them hanging up and down in the garage.
It's all right.
But this one is my baby.
Ah,
This is WA6QIJ monitoring.
Here's Mike.
So how is the world treating everybody today?
did you get the dents figured out on your car?
Yeah, you get the.
Yeah.
Mike, this is NJ6LM.
Oh, there's Steve.
It was just a little fender bender, bent the bumper.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, it broke the bumper, the plastic.
So you say, we were talking about last week, any touching of any car from any other car usually means $1,000 of damage.
This one is about $2,000.
Going off the website to Cal Fire, the South Fire.
Now I got it all straightened out.
On a
I'm gonna
command
go in on
frequency.
the
It's not
31st.
really a command frequency, at least on the radio, it's 447.
New bumper and
Fire 08.
whatever.
It's the light, the fire rail 380 plus. No containment.
Somebody was talking about that. Huh?
That was fire out behind us.
Behind
Yeah,
us?
I heard that they were evacuating down around
Correct, it's
243.
northwest of San Bernardino. And we have been down that way this afternoon, and I saw one of the
I don't know.
fire
Anyhow,
bombers
how else is
going
everybody
over, but I
doing?
thought it looked as if it was headed down our way.
Same old, different
Apparently
day.
it was just on the pattern and turning around because, and maybe headed up the way I don't know. But I think they're using,
I finally got my federal tax return and federal tax
for fire up here, I don't know, I get usually
refund.
alerts, I
I
usually
see
get those
correctly.
alerts and still. Yeah, that was fire this
Anybody did anybody get the state stimulus yet?
No, I have not got my stimulus, nor have I got my refund
Yeah, I
for
know.
last year's taxes.
I would
Which-
not be holding my breath on the state.
The state seems even more screwed up than the feds. And let's face it, this is the latest it's been for me. I've never gotten my refund this late.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was listening to,
But I admit I was late
planes,
filing, so maybe that's why.
air the ground.
I thought the Fed didn't do too badly. You know, the Fed wasn't that bad, but the state is horrible.
And
Like I say, I got my federal refund this morning.
Taking care of the fire.
But I filed it maybe a month before the deadline, which
gym.
is like,
I saw this big black cloud coming up, and I said, wow, what is this? So I went up on this little hill.
This is hard to deal with. I got about 3 conversations.
I know, I gotta do something.
Yeah.
Although I can hear
all
all
the time, those guys operating out there, it's pretty
Let's
neat.
see. Yeah,
Oh my.
I muted the radio.
My wife and I went down to Kentucky.
Wow, Jeff's got a better receive on Steve than I do.
Well, 30 or so, and just
Jealous?
west of the on-ramp at 8th Street, a Class A motorhome.
Well, Flip, I got that amp up and running.
Did you? Good, good.
Cool,
Yeah,
cool.
so it's operating as
Tried calling 911, but it was
You talked to Australia
no
yet?
surprise.
no.
That was like I said, that was this morning. It was a big.
The only
black
thing is I had
cloud.
ordered a new amp meter or watt and
Oh, yeah.
watt meter,
Make sure you know what much power you're
and when
putting
I
out.
and when I got it, it didn't work.
I don't know what the situation is now.
So I
It's
have
not
to
MFJ, is it?
Communicating.
So I have it boxed up here, shipping it back
Yeah, well, as I
to
told Mike, I was
for
speaking
warranty.
to
Good.
Hey, Dave, see if you can mute Jeff, will you? See if you can mute
I
him.
will do that.
So it's probably crosstalk.
There he is.
Oh.
He's
Oh,
muted.
that's much better.
Much
Sorry.
better. Jeez.
Yeah, I know what it is about Mike. He has to have conversations with me for every net.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, Randy, did you read the book and everything? I mean, you know how
I,
to tune
I,
it?
I did skim through it.
Okay, good.
And that was Steve, too. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't really crank up the power or anything yet. I just
No, that's right.
pushing a couple 100 watts just to see how it's working, and it seems
Yeah.
happy.
It's happy. It works. Works
Your
good.
lights didn't dim. No dimming
No,
lights.
no, everything was running fine. In fact, the the SWR seemed happier when I was pushing watts through it.
Okay. You got
yeah.
a
And when
tuner?
I was bypassing, oddly enough.
Do you use a tuner?
Yeah, you've got the tuner on the outside of the amp, right?
Yeah, on the other side of the amp,
Yeah.
On the output side, yeah.
Yes.
That's where you should be. That's perfect.
Yeah, and I had the watt meter in between the amp and the tuner.
Yeah.
And but I had another one here that worked. I put this new one on. It didn't work at all.
Yeah.
So this morning I got with tech support, and they said, "Well, that's odd." I go, "I thought so."
It's
Well, they
broken.
said, "Well, send it in, and we'll see what's wrong with it." So
Yeah. Which meter did you get, Randy?
I got an MFJ 8 something.
Mighty fine junk.
It's their big one that I could read.
Yep.
868B.
Oh, that's a nice one.
That's identically the same one I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one it was just I turned it on and the meter was laying on the left side, the needle, and it didn't move no matter what.
Okay, but did you plug the 12 volts into it?
Oh yeah, no, I had it all plugged in and on. The lights came on, but nobody was on.
Do you need the power for anything
Yeah.
but the light? Oh, you do. Okay.
No, yeah, they
Yeah,
has
you
to
gotta
have.
have the
weird.
power on to operate it.
Because
Correct.
most of them, that's only for light.
Yes, but not this one. He needs
Yeah.
the power to do it.
Gotcha.
So anyhow, I mean, it all was all powered up and everything was a go. And no matter what button I pushed or what series of buttons
Yeah,
I pushed,
yeah.
nothing happened.
I don't think they
Yeah.
have great quality control over at MFJ.
Yeah,
You know,
their warranty's pretty good, but you
Yeah.
have to use it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, you know, funny, this is the first time I've ever had any trouble with an MFJ product.
Yeah, me too. Mine played right out of
Most
the
of
box.
the
It
time
was
they
no
work
problem.
good. I have a problem. My tuner, my antenna tuner. What do they call it? Antenna
Yeah.
analyzer.
Yeah,
my
right.
MFJ. I put batteries, rechargeable batteries. I switched it to recharge. It's working perfectly, but it had like an intermittent junction function. I had to go through it and find where it was. It was like a loose screw. It was really stupid.
Yeah, yeah.
So sometimes, and I wasn't going to send it back because I know it's like, it's got to be something really simple. You shake it, you can see the meter like going, So I fixed
Well,
it.
I
though. It's
have
cool.
I have an older MFJ that I bought used, and everything works great except when you get down to VHF. You got to wiggle the knob a little bit for it to kick in.
It's got a bad connection on the knob.
Yeah, the switch is
Maybe a little,
dirty.
what do they call that? Switch cleaner? Little
Yeah, I
contact
got
cleaner.
some here. I was gonna
Contact
give it a
cleaner?
bath.
Yeah.
If you can get it in the right spot. It's a
I
hard
was
part
gonna
is
give it
getting
a
in there.
bath,
You got to
but I
go
never
take
have.
it apart. And most of those are layered. So it's kind of hard to get in there where the switches are.
Hey, Randy, the only caveat I've got for you is make sure you use the 5-second, 15-second rule when you're tuning that thing.
Yeah, yes, I have been. I read that also. They warn of that in the book.
Sure, I mean,
Those guys are still yakking away.
yeah, the 811s are kind of sensitive. So if you use 5 seconds, the max of 5 seconds tuning, and then let it cool for 15 seconds and do it again, you're fine. That type of thing.
Cool.
Otherwise, you can blow through a set of tubes, really. They
blow
Now
through
you play with both the load and the plate. So
Yes, just tune for max. Just tune for max.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I did.
Yep.
That's the way it works.
Yep.
All right,
They
it's
had a
almost time.
suggestion in the book, and I set it there to begin with, and then went from that.
Yeah, exactly. You got it, man. Now I expect to see you working Australia and Europe
Exactly.
Okay, well, if I ever get a chance to sit in this darn place and play with it, I will.
yeah, right.
It always seems like
Exactly.
there's something else to do.
Oh, I'm plagued by the honeydewitis.
Boy, it's been
Time to
horrible
retire.
lately.
Time to retire.
Yeah, well, with honeydews, you never retire.
Yeah.
No, you ain't kidding.
He's working. He's still working. That's just... Oh, we got
Never, ever.
35 seconds. 35 seconds.
Well, I'm going to mute me out while I'm listening here.
I'm going to mute the... you guys.
Is it Mike or
Mike.
Mike? Okay.
No, I'm sorry. It's Steve. Steve's
Steve
calling.
on 2 meters?
On 2, yeah. Not on the repeater on Simplex. Whoa. Ready to go. Oh. Close Outlook.
QSD, members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Past Amateur Radio Club. This is Steve, and my call sign is November, Juliet, November, and I'm serving the net control this evening with 2-meter net from my home station. Although this is a directed net, any stations or nations with emergency service at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the Southern California cities of Banning, Beaumont, and so on. It's for more information on the time and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to w6rc.org. That's whiskey 6 Papa Romeo Charlie.org. Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check in the net. Regular roll call. Those of you with, I turned on the 440 frequency traffic for the Live Creek fire. That makes sense. When we saw the fire, the S2 flying out of Norton, that's where it was headed. Ben and I were down in the valley this afternoon. Anyway, the other fire, whoever has any updates, please come in with us now. That's the westward fire, I believe it's called. Okay, not hearing any, but I was, both Mike and Jeff reported that the high school was evacuated. Anyhow, any more announcements in your phone? I can get one, Steve. Main 6 EMF. Tomorrow morning? Hey guys, Main 6 EMF. They ain't got nothing better to do on Friday night. Please join me from 7:30 to 8:30. We'll be here, because you know, without y'all, it just ain't any fun. So that's my announcement, and I hope this fire gets contained. KCTMF, back to you, Steve. Okay, thank you, Gene. And Ricky and Ed is hammering the equivalent of Jeopardy. It's pretty good. Okay, any more? Otherwise, we'll start the net. Or the roll call.
KD6 at JZ.
Yeah, Dave. Go ahead.
Our meeting is tomorrow night, and on Zoom. So look for the email. Normal time, normal place, standard BAT channel. Back to net control. KD6 at JZ.
Okay, so it will be on Zoom. We're not meeting in a physical location then.
That is correct.
Okay, you all heard Dave. Watch your email. Get that link. Okay, here we go. Joe, N6 AGP. Negative on Joe. Okay, how about KK6BUW, Mike?
This is KK6BUW, Mike. No traffic. I'm going to need an early on 440. I got to pick my daughter up at yoga. Back to you, Steve.
At yoga, huh?
Right here at Four Seasons.
Okay, that's good. Okay, come on, Dick.
Hey, good evening, Steve and the net. This is Dick, KF6BWH. No traffic.
Okay, thanks.
This is Jeff Kills
Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha, no traffic, back to you.
Okay. How about Ed? W6J. Negative on Ed. And Gene, I know you're out there, K6 EMF, Electromotive Force.
Okay, Steve. Hi, K6 EMF number 1. I have no traffic inside net control.
Right. Now we're going across the hill over to Emmett. Emmett, how about Edie? KN6 EMP, and that's down to the signal officer. And the whole thing. Okay, thanks, Edie. Good signal.
KB6CA.
Yo, KK6YF.
Break.
And I know George is out there, W6GRH.
Hey, good evening, Steve, and to the rest of the net. This is George, W6GRH.
Break relay.
Go ahead, break.
Steve, you got, I think, KB6CA trying to break in.
Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Steve, I think you missed Henry, KN6CQL.
That I did. Okay. Henry, KN6CQL. Okay, I'll give him a call. Henry, KN6CQL.
Rough copy.
Okay, Henry, I got you down, kind of scratchy, but I did get you. Thank you. Alrighty, back up to where we was. How about Ken, Ken6HR? Comment, go ahead. You know what, I am working off I guess I have figured off that current forward as the one I'm using. So, I'll tell you what, I'll select him at the end, alright? GGG, I do remember that call sign. Anyway, thank you.
Not a problem.
Okay, Jim, KK6, good grief, George.
Good grief, George. GGG.
Yeah, negative. Okay, let's go back here to Ken down in Desperate Hot Springs, N6HR.
Desperate hot.
Doesn't respond on simplex.
Can't hear anything.
Okay, copy. Thanks, Sam. I'll check myself in, NJ6LN. Larry was an early. How about Dwight, KD6MLS, multiple listening service.
This is Dwight, KD6MLS. No traffic back to net control.
Thank you, Dwight. Gotcha. Okay, Sam, I know you're in there, KI6ME.
Romania 6 November, Mike Echo, associated with United Nations. That's all I have, back to net control. Doing a mighty fine job, Steve.
Thanks, Sam. Okay, moving on here to Pete, KJ6NRR.
Hello, Steve. This is Pete, KJ6NRR. I have no traffic. Back to you.
Thanks, Pete. Thank you. Okay, Mario over in Hemetland, W6OH. Sounds like you're more upbeat. Thanks, Mario. Okay, Dave, WB6OUJ.
Not tonight.
Okay, thank you, Dave. And how about John, KF6DOG? No, John. How about Ron, KA6QGR? I could pick him up with a paperclip.
Yeah, KA6
negative. On Michael, how about Ron? 6SOI.
Good evening, Steve and Annette. This is Ron, KG6SOI with no traffic.
Okie dokie, Ron, thank you. And back over to Emmett, Earl, KM6SCY. Oh boy, what everybody needs to hear. Thanks for the report, my Earl. Appreciate it. Okay, Mike, WA6UIJ.
Hey, Steve. Good evening. Thanks for doing the net this evening. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. No traffic. Back to net control.
Copy, glad I can. Okay, DJ, KJ6UUS. Negative. How about Ed, KM6CWI?
Look at it. Dan, this is the group, KM6CWI at Alameda. No meet early on the rest of the band. Back to you.
Okay, got you down for early. Thanks, Ed. Okay, how about Tina, WA6WFB?
This is Tina, WA6WFB, and I request an early and all the rest of the nets, please.
Okay, got you down. Thank you. Thanks, Tina. Moving on down here to Flip, A6WM.
Yeah, good evening, Steve. Thanks for doing the net. Doing a fine job, as Sam says. Anyway, this is Flip, K6WM. No traffic. Back to net.
Okay, thanks, Flip. Got you down, and
Good evening, Steve and everyone. This is Dave, KD6HZ. Looking forward to tomorrow's meeting. Can't remember what DJ had in store for us, but I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Back to net control, KD6HZ.
Okie dokie. Alrighty, that's the end of the roll call as I have it. Are there any late or dismembered?
DOG.
Okay, got you down, John. Thank you.
Give me the rest of the net. I'm still home with pneumonia.
Oh, bro. That's not good. Otherwise, how are you doing? I mean, is it being treated well and so on?
I hope so. I just don't recommend it.
No. Don't want to wish it on anybody. Well, we got you in our prayers, man. Okay. Anybody else? Okie dokie. Visitors, I have Henry, KM6CQL, and I think he's the club member now, though. But if you're out there, Henry, come on in. Okay, I need a relay on that.
He was in there. Go ahead.
Copy. Thank you, Sam. All right, Henry, we got you down. Anybody else? All righty. That completes the meter roll call. Does anybody have any further traffic? We did have some traffic from Earl, but anybody else got any more news on the fires?
Steve, this is WA6UIJ. I was unable to copy well enough Earl's traffic. Is this something we should be aware of?
Negative. He was just picking up the stuff for the Vital Creek fire. It's being called the South Fire. They do have aircraft on it, and it's still daylight. I'm sure they're still flying.
Copy. Thank you.
Question, K6WM.
Okay. The San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 o'clock on Thursday next month, and because we're not meeting in a physical location this time, so please watch for your email from Dave. We'll have the link to this session and get it set up. I hope you can get your stuff hooked up so you don't have to have your nostrils central thing in your picture. Number. So there'll be a Zoom meeting, and DJ is going to be the presentation. So it ought to be really fun. Anyway, we look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow evening. And be sure to check, when you can, be sure to take your email and visit our website at w16rc.org. Thank you to all who checked in this evening, and thank you to all who had announcements and information. This is Steve, J6LN, stand by for 449 decimal 5. Correct. What is it? 446 520, I believe, at 1900 hours. Good evening to all.
That was horrible.
I copied everybody full. I mean,
I don't know what's wrong with my radio. My receive was awful. It was like noise. It was horrible. It's like QRM, except for you and Mike and everybody that's close. They were fine, but like Steve, it was like
Steve was almost full quieting.
Wow, something wrong with my antenna. I got to go check it out.
Yeah,
something going on.
The worst copy I had was Steve.
Yeah,
Steve
well,
was nice,
I never
nice
have great
enough.
copy with Steve. I don't know. It's not a great connection, but I've never heard it this bad. This is the worst I've ever heard.
Hey, Dave,
I think it's the air conditioning systems all around me. I really do.
Dave,
it's QRM.
A comment. You said you didn't know what DJ is doing, the solar and solar
I
panels.
couldn't remember. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Solar. Oh, okay. Solar. That's right.
So solar as used in ham
Jeff,
radio,
did you
not
hear
for the
that?
homes. Not for the homes. Yeah.
DJ is doing solar. Okay, I'm supposed to fill out the
itinerary,
whatever you call it, meeting minutes, pre minutes. And I forgot what it was. So thank you,
Jeff. You're still muted.
Yeah, Jeff's muted.
Oh.
Not my fault. Well, actually it is, because somebody asked me to mute you.
Oh, that's because we were trying to talk about something.
Jeff, you have to unmute yourself. I can't unmute you. I can only ask to unmute you. Anyway.
There you go.
There you go.
Hear me?
There you
go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hear you.
No more silence of the lambs.
Anyway.
Your First Amendment rights have been restored, Jeff.
Oh, good.
You're allowed back on Twitter.
Yeah.
And Facebook.
But you hate yourself.
So Steve
yourself afterward.
Steve was using the June.
Yeah.
Wow, Steve.
Why do I do this stuff? Why do I do all this work?
I know.
It's all on the internet. You can download it. It's there, and it's just so easy to do. It's unbelievable.
He sends it. He sends an email with the document attached.
He said he printed it out, but he grabbed the wrong sheet.
He must have screwed something up.
He might have, did a ream of
It's
June.
because he doesn't have a computer. He's using his iPad. It's probably why I got it screwed up.
RSS at Michael. I took him off the list a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a feeling he had the wrong list.
I expected it. I was expecting it, to tell you the truth.
I know. Steve, it's like the normal thing for Steve for some reason.
Where are you hiding now, Randy? Up in a cave somewhere up in the mountains?
This is actually an abandoned gold or silver mine.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got copper
up
in there? Everybody wants copper now.
Yeah, this is up above 29 Palm. Well, actually, Joshua Tree, north of Joshua Tree.
Wow, cool.
You know what's crazy? There's so many abandoned mines in California. It surprises me that somebody hasn't found a new vein or something else to go in there and kind of extract something that somebody missed or whatever. There's tons of mines that are vacant, tons of them.
I was reading how much copper there is in Alaska.
Yeah.
But we're not allowed to mine it because the,
the restrictions
on whatever.
A lot of these flip are on BLM land, and they've been dynamited in. They've been destroyed.
Yeah.
And now there's some up in like the Panamint Mountains, but they are owned by a mining company. Okay. And so they're owned. I mean, they're you can walk down into them, crawl way back into them, but the mineral rights are owned by somebody else.
What was the mine up in, I think it's Yucca Valley, where the guy killed his girlfriend and shoved her down a abandoned mine type of thing, and then he tried to fill it in with all kinds of stuff, but he forgot he put this propane tank down the hole, and it blocked all the dirt, so she was just kind of buried alive type of thing, but she was dead. So when they removed the dirt, her body was intact and everything else. Like, some guy's stupid, they haven't got a clue, Jeez.
They don't know how to fill in a mine.
Yeah, you think a stick of dynamite might do the job,
Well, it was back in the 70s when everybody got on the old motorcycle kick. There was a lot of people killing themselves up there in the Mojave, going into the vertical shafts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They just drive off into them. So
Jeez.
They got most of those fenced off though.
Yeah. There must have been a lot.
Shaft of just outside of where this one is, probably within 5 miles of it. Just don't know how deep it is. It was an abandoned mine. In fact, they were working it not too long ago because they had all the buildings intact and everything there.
Why did they call it a vertical shaft?
Exactly, it just goes straight down.
But you can't go there with a motorcycle, can you? No.
No, what happens is you're running along the top and all of a sudden
you go there, but you don't want to go there.
When I was a child, my mom was deathly scared that I was going to fall into a well. Ooh. And do you know why?
Why?
Because there was the child in the well.
Oh, incident. In Texas?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Wow.
What she saw, it was like very, very graphic, and it was, and of course there weren't wells in Orange County that we fall into.
Not many.
Not too many.
No.
But
if they were, they had pumps, stuck in them.
Well, if there was 700 people would own them, that type of thing.
We might trip over a few of those pots that they put out to warm up the trees, and when it got too cold, whatever. It's like we had orange groves everywhere. That's all we had was orange groves. It was fun too because they had the terrace. We'd ride our bikes down the terraces.
Yeah,
it was just a total blast. It was so much fun. Orange groves were great.
Yeah, until they disappeared in Orange County,
Yeah,
geez.
they probably did. I mean,
they're gone.
When I was a kid, they were still there. We had all kinds of cool places to hang out. It was much fun.
Oh, the Orange County drag strip was right in the middle of a huge orange fields.
Yep. We could actually hear that from my house if the drags were going on, which was a long ways away, at least 10 miles. We could hear it,
Yeah, exactly.
And of course, I went to a few of them. I just loved that stuff when I was a kid.
Oh, it was fantastic. It was really good.
We had one where they had Art Scholl.
Yeah.
Actually took off from the drag strip,
did
a
show.
Yeah. It was like a dragster, marathon along with a flight demonstration. It was so much fun.
Yeah.
That was great. So much fun.
Now there's 400,000 rules why you can't do that anymore.
Oh, I know. They had wires across the beginning anyway of the drag strip for the lights and stuff, but he just avoided them. He was able to land on a quarter mile. Are you kidding? He could land on it less than an eighth of a mile with that pit special. I think it was just boom. He'd land, stop, take off in a flash. It was amazing.
You know how he died, don't you?
What's that? Yeah, I know. He was flying that thing through weather and cross country or something.
No, our show was off the coast of San Clemente,
Okay.
and he was doing some maneuvers with somebody for a filming type of thing, and he got put in a pancake spin, and you can't get out of a pancake.
Yeah, that sucks.
You can't get out of a pancake spin. You're totally flat, going around in circles, and you don't have any power to get you out of it. It's just crazy.
Yeah. No, he was amazing. I mean, the stuff he did where he would go straight up and then start going backwards again.
Yeah,
what they call it, the Lomflock.
Walking the ladder.
He had his own name for it. It was like,
yeah,
it was insane. It's really fun. I saw him 2 or 3 times actually, not just at OCIR.
What's that old saying? There are old pilots and there are bold pilots, but
there's no old bold pilots.
True.
That's true.
He's a legend.
Oh, he is.
Pit special.
Always, unbelievable. He had a big aviation company out of Van Nuys, I think it was, Art Scholl Aviation.
Right.
And he was very successful. He was right up there with the icons, man.
Right. Yep. I didn't know the details. I did.
Yeah.
I was a child when it happened, so.
Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I was living in Irvine when they had that incident at the El Toro Marine Base, and they did their air show, and the F-16 did not make the pull up and ended up flattening it on the ground.
I remember that.
What year. I think it was like 90 something.
Yeah, it was back away. It's a long time ago now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was coming back from, I don't know where I was coming up. I stopped in Farmington, New Mexico for fuel. And I taxied in and I went up into the front desk and I was getting a cup of coffee and I saw this P-51 Mustang come over the top of the airport. He went straight up, rolled over on his back and then did a split ass down and then landed, okay? And he taxied in for fuel, right? So I was sitting there watching him. And here's this tall guy, he's about 6'6", 6'5".
Wow.
And he had coveralls on, those yellow coveralls. And he says, I'd like to get some fuel. So the kid there goes, how would you like to pay for this? And he hands up a credit card. And he goes, oh, I have to check that out. So he gets on the phone and he calls his boss. And he says, I have a credit card okay here for Mr. Hoover, Robert Hoover. And I thought to myself, well, that generation doesn't know who Bob Hoover was, Unbelievable. That was very funny. But I shook his hand, and he was very nice about it. I said, I'd rather be flying your airplane than mine.
What happened until the fuel bill?
I don't know. You gotta have earplugs on for P-51s. Those things are loud.
They're very loud.
Well, remember, in Orange County, I used to have I was working in an office on the backside of Orange County Airport when they were still flying P-51s out of there.
Yeah.
It's like you'd hear it take off. It's like everybody was like, "What the hell is that noise?"
Yeah.
It's like, "Oh yeah, that's a P-51 taking off, man."
When I was a kid, they had the Air National Guard at Ontario Airport, and they used to fly those damn jets right over the top of our house.
Oh
and
my gosh!
Rattle the windows.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Twice a day. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
Yeah, really.
My parents didn't think something like that. I thought it was awesome.
And the military was never restricted for noise on anything. So my God, it's pure noise.
Not till later. Now they are, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they are.
We've got a minute left, according to my.
Randy, are you doing 220 tonight?
I haven't had any people ask me for volunteers.
Who's doing 440?
I think Sam is going to take it. I heard him chatting.
Oh, okay.
So I think Sam's going to pick it up.
Oh, you get a reprieve, Randy. You got the reprieve.
Yeah, I wasn't doing any volunteering. I didn't hear my call sign, so I didn't answer any calls.
There you go.
Did you turn up the volume so you could hear it?
Well, yeah, I guess I could have turned up the volume.
Well, it's up to.
Oops.
I guess it's up to Steve.
Yeah, that's who generally spearheads the task of tagging somebody.
Of
it seems
dealing
to
with
be the
440 and
2-meter
220.
guy is the guy at the range. So.
Yeah. All right, I'm going on mute.
Okay, I'm muting you guys.
Yeah, I'm going to mute too.
Muting you guys. I got to switch my radio. I forgot.
informal 440 net for the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club, and I will be calling from the roster, those who checked in on 2 meters, and
The
see
wrong
who's still there
roster.
on 440. Following the 440 net, we have a 220 net on 223.480, and that begins at 19:15 hours, and that is followed by the HF net on 3948. Note it's not 3945, but 3948, and that is at 1930 hours or 7:30 for those of us here in Banning, the Bass, elsewhere. Okay, here we go with the 440 roll call. Mike, KK6BUW. Oh, he was an early. Okay. Moving on here to Dick, KF6BWH. Negative for Dick. How about Jeff, KB6CA?
Jeff. I can't hear Jeff. That's weird. He's closer.
I can do it. Okay, let's try Gene over in Beaumont again. K6 Electromotive Force. Negative. How about Edie over in Val Vista? KN6 EMT. Got you down. Thank you, Edie. Okay, how about George? Oh, he was an early KWC. W6GRH. George was an early. How about, I'll check myself in, N6, NJ6LN, and moving on here, I think, try Larry, KE6MAE. Okay, no good. How about KK6GGG, Jim? Negative on Jim. Okay, back to the roll call here. How about Dwight, KD6MLS? Negative. Okay, how about Sam, KI6NME?
This is Kilo India 6, November Mike Echo, on location at my home base. Back to net control. Thank you, Steve.
Got you down, Sam. Thank you. Alrighty. Let's go on to Pete, KJ6NRR. Okay, Pete, gotcha. Let's try Mario over in Hemet, W6OH.
Good evening again, Sam and the Nets. Mario, W6OH, Emmett, back to you.
This isn't Sam, this is Steve. That's okay, though. Starts with the same letter. How about Dave, WB6OUJ? Well, happy Wednesday. Yeah, hey, happy hump day back. Okay, thanks, Dave. Let's try John, KF6POG.
Yes, we're in early.
Copy early. Okay, Ron, KA6QGR. String must have broke. Okay, how about Randy, K6RJA?
Oh, I are here, Steve, K6RJA. Back to next.
Okie dokie, thank you, Randy. Okay, let's try Ron, KG6SOI.
Hey, good evening, Steve and the net. Hope everyone's having a good evening. This is Ron, KG6SOI.
Okay, Ron, I got you down, kind of down there in the mud, but I got you. Thank you. Alrighty, back over to Val Vista, KM6SPY, Earl.
Kilo Mike 6 here up Yankee Earl Val Vista. No further traffic, KM671, back to net.
Say, Earl, do you and Edie have any updates on that fire down by Anza?
far as I know, they have it under control. They're doing mop-up now. Ah, good. That's good. Thanks.
Comment.
Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, the last time I checked it on CAL FIRE, they had over 30% containment.
Okay, very good. Yeah, I just checked too, but that's what I had, but I don't know how up to date that is. Okay, moving on down here to Mike, WA6UIJ.
Good evening, Steve. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. You have a great signal. Back to net control.
Thanks. Okay, let's try Ed. He was an early across the board in Calamasa. How about Tina? WA6WFD. Negative on Tina. Okay, let's try Flip. K6WM.
Yeah, good evening, Steve. Again, nice job, as per Sam. And no traffic. Back to net. K6 Whiskey Mike.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's like, if you had a brother, you get used to being called by the wrong name, and that's part of life.
True statement.
Yeah. Okay, Dave, KD6ZJZ.
Hey Steve, this is Dave, KD6ZJZ. Thanks for doing the net. I actually have a better copy on you on 440 than 2 meters tonight, so strange conditions. Back to net control.
Yeah, Dave, this rig is hooked up to an antenna that's aimed at Mount San Jacinto, so it gets into the Redlands area, and I figure it covers the pass too with a splatter, but probably could do better with the regular vertical, which is on the other rig. Anyhow, let's try. Do we have any visitors out there, or later missed members? Okay, not hearing anybody. And again, watch your email tomorrow for the link to the Zoom meeting, and that should be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, we're going to close down the 440 net at 19 hours and 8 minutes. This is NJ6LN bidding you good evening, and I'll see you on 220.
Whoa. All right, got you guys back up.
Okey-doke.
I'd be back.
That was weird. I don't know what's wrong with 2 meters. I got to look at my antenna. It must be screwed up.
Who's doing 220?
I don't know. You got to ask Steve. That's his job.
It's how to make you happy, Dave.
What's that?
It's one of the cabinets we wired in for some of the automation we do.
That looks pretty cool.
I thought that was your record box in your house.
Yeah. Well, it's not very neat, but this is in house. We don't have to try to sell it. So we don't have to clean it up as pretty as you would normally do.
Is that what you guys do, Randy?
Yeah, I make stuff.
Oh.
But anyhow, this is just one of the control cabinets for the all the cylinders and.
Is that like a DC distribution?
Yeah,
channel?
this is all low voltage. These are all SCR relays.
Okay.
The PLC, hold on, is down on my down towards my shoulder there.
Okay.
In the other direction. You can't. It's only see the top of it.
All right.
Right next to my A. My A is on the PLC. And anyhow.
That's cool. Are those all relays behind you?
Yeah, those are all control. These are all of these relays here, these SCRs. Oh, there's a regular relay there.
Right by your ear.
Well, we got to have something to work on. But yeah, they control valves, pneumatic valves.
Oh, okay, cool.
Does that whole bank have an Ethernet input and stuff for control and communications?
Well, it's all downloaded into the PLC.
Yeah, okay.
And now you can link that.
Yeah.
We don't, but you can. It is possible.
Yeah.
Right.
But
That's a lot of channels.
it's
12?
yeah. It'll drive you nuts.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of drop downs and stuff with Ethernet as far as SCADA, control, and they drop like in these big power plants, they have the Ethernet cable running from place to place, or even wireless place to place with heavy screening and so forth, so you can't bust into it.
Right.
But they do drops that way, and then they can control them remotely. They're just kind of getting rid of all that wire going from place to place to place.
Right.
Yeah,
Interesting stuff.
In fact, most of these relays, this is all old technology. They have modular units now that you just plug a ribbon in and things like that.
Are those solid state relays?
These are all solid state relays. Yeah,
they look like.
There's one you can see on the lower bank. You'll see one that's kind of white.
Oh, okay.
That's the old mechanical relay.
That's a real relay.
That's a real relay. That's the one we got to keep
with contacts and all that shit.
Now,
You guys think that's a setup? I want to show you the most modern setup. Here we go.
What's it got going on? It's
there you go. There you go.
Okay. All right. You guys, I don't think you're going to be able to see this, but hold on.
For whatever
Let's see
reason,
if I
they
can show
that
you
one
my-
relay we had to have mechanical. It didn't.
It's not going to
solid
work
state
because
didn't like it.
my cable's too short. I got to turn off the background. The background is not working. Hold on, let me see if I can figure that out. Turn it off.
That wiring is a pain in the butt, but programming it is real short.
Yeah.
It doesn't always work like you think it should. I mean, it's.
Do you see my?
Oh yeah.
There you go. Oh yeah,
I've
there
got like two smart switches, and I've got two different routers. Oh, you can't see anything. It's got a lot of stuff down here. I've got like 8 power strips. Let me see if I can get this down a little bit better. There we go. You see the power strips?
Yeah.
They're all connected to UPS, which is down below. And everything is UPS connected. All my computers. I've got 2 computers over here. They're both running right now.
Yeah.
And my lighted keyboard, my mug, my 3 screens. 3 screens.
3 screens.
3 screens.
Yeah.
Randy, those 2 switches are actually smart switches.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got them segmented so that 3 of the ports are actually internet connected.
Yeah.
Directly. And I've got 2 different internet connections, which is ridiculous, but I just can't do it. I can't go over to Spectrum. Their connection's so awful. Every time I try using it, I find it disappointing. So I'm sticking with Fios. And my brother doesn't want to get rid of the phone anyway, so I don't know. It costs us like another extra $50 each a month. But
years ago, 10, 15 years ago, I was doing some work for a couple of companies with SCADA systems and systems control and data acquisition, and they were like power companies. They were running cables from building to building as Artis 422 and 232 and so forth, and they were really resisting internet coming in.
That's silly.
Yeah, they were really fighting Ethernet, as a way to control stuff around there. But then they eventually lost, and the Ethernet people started infiltrating like crazy.
Uh-oh. I can't find the right picture. Oh, well, I'll use this one.
Here we go.
All right. See you guys.
Yep.
November Juliet 16
Oops.
serving as net control for the informal 320 net, which is a shotgun style net. So we don't have a roll call. Just come in with your call sign, please. Kilo 86, November Mike Echo. Yeah, it would help if I turned up the volume. Thanks, Sam.
Did you copy WA6UIJ?
Oops.
Okay, got you down, Mike. Thank you. Okay, I'll check myself in. That's an easy one.
This isn't working.
Who else is out there? W6OUJ. Okay, got you, Dave. Thank you.
W60H, and you are not Sam, you are Steve.
Thanks, Mario. Got you down. Thank you.
And Alpha.
Okay, got you down there, Randy. Okay, anyone else?
Comment?
Sam, KD6ZJZ.
Our El Presidente.
You catch the treasurer?
Negative. I didn't catch him. He was in early on 440, but I guess he's out there. Okay, Mike, you out there? KK6BUW.
He was there. I got a copy on him.
Okay, I'll put him in. All right. Anybody else? Okay, well, you probably are tired of the reminders from me, but yeah, you can. As far as fires go, Cal Fire has a website that's tied up with it. It's incidents.readyforwildfire.org, and it'll give you a list of fires that are in it, including ones that are not Cal Fire. They're maybe just local fire department, but it does have the Westward Fire listed, and as of about 5:30, it was only 10% contained. I imagine it's got more than that now, but there's one in Anza, and it's not exactly doing too well either.
Comment?
Go ahead, Randy.
If they also have, Edison has a wildfirealert.org, and it is, you can access actually their cameras on all the mountaintops and their facilities, and you can see live pictures of everything.
Cool.
Cool. I'll have to check that out. Thank you.
Yeah, it is pretty awesome. It's, you can swap around. It goes all over the valley, all the way up to the lower Sierras. And further, I guess, if you wanted to go deeper, but it is www.alertwildfire.org.
Fire, that's Lytle Creek. They were as high as the towers. And I know the towers around here are in excess of 100 feet, so that's up there.
That's what you call a lot of fuel.
Yeah.
I will email this link to Jeff, and he can send it out.
Copy. Thank you.
Not a problem. K6RJA.
Was that .com, Randy?
That's a .org, sir.
That's what I was afraid of. Muchas gracias, senor.
Anybody have a copy on it?
I do have you down, Earl. Thank you.
If you give Edie and myself check in, please.
I got you both down, you and Edie. Thank you.
Okay, 651, clear.
Is the net over, Steve?
Well, I guess it is. I'm not hearing anybody else come in. I'm looking at the Edison site for LA Orange and Ventura cameras. Moving on here, I guess we'll find some more. Yeah, I just went to Southern California Edison, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff there. Okay, yeah. Anybody else out there? Otherwise, we'll shut this puppy down. Okay, the 220 net is now concluded at 19 hours and about 21 minutes. Good night all, and see you on HF at 3948 megahertz, 3.948 megahertz, 3948 kilohertz or kilocycles for us oldies. Okay, this is NJ6LN.
KSX in the meter.
Turn you guys back on. You guys are back up, I think.
Okay. Jeff, well, where'd Jeff go?
He's getting the flag in.
Go. You bring the flag in.
I had sent Jeff that link, so. But it is pretty awesome. You can choose different cameras from all over Southern California,
Cool.
different angles, and
Neat. Yeah. Hope Jeff will forward it whenever he gets around to it.
yeah, if he ever gets back.
If he ever comes back.
He's MIA.
Oh, he brought his flag in.
Oh, I had to bring the flag in.
Yep.
Jeff, you're a good man. A lot of people around here leave the flag out all night.
All night, yeah. They can do that if they have a light on it. But
Correct.
You're not supposed to otherwise. Yeah.
No.
Yes,
But
I have a
I've
light
actually
on
got a light standard in my yard thanks to some lakes, but it doesn't work. It's intermittent. So,
I have a light on mine, but it's one of those solar charged ones. So about 1 o'clock in the morning it dies.
goes out.
But
Yeah.
by that time nobody's around.
Nobody's gonna look at it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I've left Matt out a few times. I admit it. It's not out right now though. I usually wait for the proper holiday to expose the flag.
Yeah, me too. I used to leave it out a lot. Now I just do it for 4th of July and Veterans Day, Flag Day, and all that.
Exactly.
And I put it out every morning.
Do you?
Jeff's a good guy.
I used to put it out, and then I forget to take it in at night. And at 10 o'clock at night, I'm going, whoops, I got to go take the flag in.
Yeah.
I'd leave it out all night, and I go out in the morning, I see it out there, and I'm like, oh, I forgot to bring it in.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only thing I can do to project my feelings about what's going on.
Yeah.
Totally understand.
Got the flag out there.
Yeah. That's a good.
I totally agree.
Totally. Boy, things are
Now
really screwed up right now.
that link that I sent you is not working now that I.
Now that you sent it? No.
Now that I sent it, well, I just clicked on it to see, and it's not coming up like the one that I have. Hold on. Now why is that? That's
Come
weird.
on, Randy. You can figure it out.
What can I say?
Go, Randy.
I can screw up a cool
Go,
or a
Randy.
pile of sand, you
Do
know.
you need my help?
Hold on, I'm going to do the whole shoot match here first. Let's go.
Dave, I got that notice on the center of the screen again. It's sitting here. It says low system resources may affect your audio quality. Try closing some applications to improve performance.
From Zoom, huh?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
That's weird. I've never seen that. But
I don't notice any problems. I never had any problems.
That's weird. I wonder what's
Well,
going on.
it's probably for people with marginal bandwidth. You know what I mean? If you
I don't
got
know.
margin,
Jeff's computer, I discovered like a weird problem. He had like 6 hard drives. Most of them were USB.
Yeah.
You know, and it was constantly having trouble accessing hard drives periodically.
Oh.
And I had him unplug all the unnecessary hard drives, and problems went away.
yeah. The problem with USB is it's slow.
Yeah,
for
it's
data.
just he's got a hub hooked up, and
Yeah.
I think what happens is periodically the hub, has a problem and resets.
Gets
and then
confused.
that screws up everything. Even stuff that's
Yeah.
not on the hub gets
Yeah.
reset. You know, it's like a USB catastrophe. And that was causing it to just flip out. And he would go like a 20 or 30 second timeout where the computer was unusable for like 20 or 30 seconds.
Yep.
Jeff, I sent you a second email with the full thing. It works.
Cool.
Oh, for the fire?
Link. Use the second email.
It says Wildfire 2.
Wildfire 2. Cool.
And you use that link to send out to everybody, and that one will work.
Okay.
Thanks, Randy.
Yeah, great.
I'll check it out.
It'd be awesome. When that fire was down there and down around Cabazon and that, I was able to watch it from a couple of different camera views. It was kind of neat.
Is that fire contained right now? The one that was south of the freeway, down there?
I don't know. I heard they were evacuating
the high school
around 243, and Hargrave area down in there.
Yeah. Well, do they have a name for that fire? Is there a name for that one?
I don't know.
I don't
it's
either.
the one that flipped, or I think it's the one Sam was talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was talking about the one in Anza.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's over the hill. That's way over the hill.
We got Dwight on here now.
Oh,
Dwight.
Hi. Just thought I'd get on it. I couldn't hear whoever was doing the 440 or the 220.
Oh, Steve.
Cherry Valley, and I couldn't hear him at all.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
I could hear people responding, but I couldn't hear him at all.
Huh. Because 2 meters was the worst for me. 440 and 220 worked pretty good.
I think he's using a beam, or is he using a beam because he was aiming it at something? So it probably skipped by you.
Yeah, he said he was aiming, his beam was aiming toward Redlands. So I don't know what that means.
Well, I never heard anybody on 220. They were way down in the mud if they were around.
Well, you don't have a 220 radio, so
Oh, is that the problem?
You're listening on a radio that doesn't really have great 220 receiving.
He would have to go outside and yell.
Yeah.
I don't even have a radio. Maybe that's why I'm not hearing them.
Might be. There's a possibility.
Yeah.
You heard me. I'm using the Buckmaster antenna.
I
100
had
watts.
my volume down.
No.
Did you hear him?
No, I'm sorry. Do it again, Jeff.
How could I not hear Jeff?
This is Kilo.
I hear him.
Alpha testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2.
30 over here.
Okay, good.
Good signal and at least 35 over.
Okay, Mike heard you. I heard Mike's like a block and a half
And Mike,
away.
you're like blasting the receiver off the table, K6WN.
I had my headphones
Very good, Flip. Thank you.
Mike is so close to Jeff, it's not even funny.
K6RJA.
Anybody hear me? K6RJA.
Kilo 86 November Mike Echo. I have a good copy on here with myself at my house. Good copy, Randy. WA6UIJ. UIJ enemy. Go ahead, Sam. Yeah, westward fire is 10% contained at 200 acres. And it's at San Gorgonio and 4th Avenue is what CAL FIRE is reporting. Okay. Has it finally been posted to the website? That was on the CAL FIRE website. Yeah, I just picked it up. Copy. Very good. You said, what, 400 acres? 200 acres, San Gorgonio and 4th Street. Okay, 200 acres, how much contained? 10% it said. Okay, thank you. Hey, Sam, what's the name tag to that? Westward, that's a street down there, westward. That's known as the Westward Fire? At this time, yes, sir. Thank you, Sam. K6WM. Kilo 86 November. Go.
Yeah, it's time to go. I'll turn you guys off.
This is Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha. Jeff, I'll be net control today for the SPARC 75 meter net. And First off, QST. Good evening, members of SPARC, the San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club. I'll be working as net control this evening from my own QTH here in Sun Lakes. This is a directed net. That means any stations where the emergency traffic may break in at any time. This is an amateur radio informational net for the San Gorgonio Pass cities and towns of Banning, Beaumont, and surrounding communities. For information on the times and frequencies of our weekly nets, please go to W6PRC, that's Whiskey 6 Papa Romeo Charlie.org. Visitors are welcome and encouraged to check into the net after the regular roll call. And now for the announcements. The first announcement is we have a club meeting tomorrow night, and that'll be at 1900 hours, 7 o'clock. And an email will be sent out with the Zoom link, and all you have to do is click on the link and you're in. So be looking for that. And for my next announcement, I'm going to turn it over to Sam, KI6NME. Sam, it's all yours. Give some fire info.
Thank you, Mr. Net Controller, sir. I just looked up the westward fire, San Gorgonio Avenue and 4th Street. 200 acres, 10% contained is what CAL FIRE is reporting at this time. Back to you, Net Control, KI6NME.
Okay, Sam, thanks for that. And is there anybody else who would like to contribute? Give me your call sign, please. Okay, hearing none, we will begin the 75-meter roll call. First off, we have Treasurer Mike, Kilo 6 Bravo Uniform Whiskey. Oh, and I just remembered Mike had an early, so we'll get him checked off there. Dick, KF6BWH doesn't do HF. Myself, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha. Jeff, I'll check myself in. Let's see here. Henry doesn't do HF. Next we have Gene, Kilo 6 Echo Mike Foxtrot. K6EMF, you there, Gene?
Doesn't do HF.
I thought I heard somebody grabbing a mic there, but guess not. Okay, let's see. Next we have Edie, Kilo November 6, Echo Mike Tango. Good evening, Edie.
She doesn't have HF privileges.
If anybody has a relay, go ahead and let me know. Anybody here, Edie?
She doesn't do HF.
She's technician.
Sorry, that's right. Yeah, I don't ever check. Thanks, Mike. Let's see. Joe is probably an early. I'll call him anyway. Kilo 6, Echo, Foxtrot Yankee, Echo. Nothing heard. Next we have George, Whiskey 6, Golf Romeo Hotel. Nothing heard. Steve, November Juliet 6, Lima, November.
Oh my goodness. Steve.
Anybody hear Steve out there?
Negative at this point.
Okay, nothing heard. Let's see, Larry, KE6MAE was an early. Dwight, I know you're here. Kilo Delta 6, Mike Lima Sierra. Well, at least he was there. I saw him on the screen, but he's gone. Okay. Next we have Sam, Kilo India 6 November Mike Echo.
Kilo KS6 November Mike Echo here. Mighty fine job there, Jeff. I got you coming in at about 12 and a half over. Back to net control, KS6 enemy.
Okay, Sam, thanks. And yeah, you're about 10 over here. So good signal. Next we have Pete. Kilo Juliet 6 November Romeo.
Good evening, Jeff. This is Pete, KJ6NRR, and I have no traffic. Back to you.
Okay, Pete, thanks. You're just a little bit over 9, S9. So, let's see, next here, let's see, we have Mario, Whiskey 6 Oscar Hotel. Nothing heard from Mario. Dave, Whiskey Bravo 6 Oscar Uniform Juliet. Nothing heard from Dave. Okay. Let's see. John had an early. KF6PLG. Father Ron. We'll try Father Ron. Kilo Alpha 6 Quebec Golf Romeo.
Good evening to the net, KA6QGR.
Okay, Father Ron. Good to hear you. You're F7 and nice clear signal. So thanks for checking in. And let's see, next we have Randy, Kilo 6, Romeo Juliet Alpha.
Oh, this is Randy, K6RJA, with no traffic.
Okay, Randy, thanks. Got you 10 over. Let's see, Ron didn't check in tonight. Earl, Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Papa Yankee. Info, go ahead.
Yeah, Jeff, this is Ron, KG6SOI. Yes, I checked in 2 meters 440 and
Somebody want to give me a relay there? I can hear somebody way off in the distance.
SOI is in there, net controller.
SOI?
Yeah, Ron, SOI.
Okay, Sam, thanks. Kilo Golf 6, Sierra Oscar, India, Ron. Thanks for the check-in. Got you checked in here. And let's see, next we have, did anybody hear Earl, KM6SPY?
Doesn't seem to be doing HF, or at least we're not able to copy him. KS6 enemy.
Okay, Sam, thanks. Mike, Whiskey Alpha 6 Uniform India Julia.
Good evening, Jeff. This is Mike, WA6UIJ. Great signal from next door. Anyway, no other traffic, back to net control.
Okay, Mike, thanks. Yeah, you're about 40 over. Yeah, best signal I've had all night here. Let's see, DJ didn't check in. I'll call him anyway. Kilo Julia 6 Uniform Sierra. DJ. No copy on DJ. Let's see, Ed, KM6UWI is an early. Tina was an early, WA6WFV. Flip, Kilo 6 Whiskey Mike.
Yeah, good evening, Juliet Echo Foxtrot. You're doing a fine job, and you've got the phonetics mastered, man. It sounds really good. It really is cool. Anyway, thanks for doing the net. No traffic, back to net. K6 Whiskey Mike.
Okay, Flip, thanks. Yeah. One of these nights I'm going to call it the old phonetic alphabet. I like that better. You'd be King 6, well, you are King 6 Whiskey Mike. And I'd be King Baker 6 Charlie Able. I still like that one better. Okay, and last but not least is our President Dave. King Dog 6 Zulu Joker Zulu.
I like that one. Actually, Japan's better. Kilo Delta 6 Zulu Japan Zulu. This is Dave, KB6HAZ. Thanks, Jeff, for doing the net. And you can use any phonetic alphabet you want. Feel free.
I will remember that. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Dave. And you were a good 20 over, so. Well, let's see. Are there any late or missed? Give me the call sign, please.
6 Lima, November.
Aha, Steve, got you checked in. Thanks. Anything else you want to mention?
Nope, just hope you guys are not getting any smoke out there from that fire. Nothing up here on this end of town.
Well, we're all closed up. We got the air on, so I don't know, but I'll go out there and back check it out in a little bit just for the heck of it. So, anybody else, call signs, please.
Kilo 6 Whiskey Mike.
Go ahead, Flip.
Yeah, we should probably inform everybody that the meeting tomorrow night, DJ's topics will be solar for as used in ham radio, not for homes and stuff, but solar and the charging systems and the controllers and everything. So it should be kind of interesting. At least I find it interesting in that I'm thinking about getting those small solar panels for a battery charge. So it could be an interesting meeting. Hope everybody shows up. Back to Connect, K6 Whiskey Mike.
Okay, Flip. Yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That does sound interesting. And everybody, again, the meeting is tomorrow at 1900, 7 o'clock. It's going to be a Zoom meeting again. And a link will be sent out prior to the meeting. All you got to do is click on the link and you're in. And that's all there is to it. Okay, well, let's see. This completes the 75-meter roll call. Are there any visitors that would like to check in? Give me your call sign, please. Hearing nothing. Anyone have any further traffic? And hearing nothing. The San Gorgonio Pass Amateur Radio Club meets at 7 p.m. on the 4th Thursday of each month. And they are now all Zoom meetings. They were Beaumont City Hall, but now they are Zoom. And all members are urged to check each week for an update of club activities. Please check your emails and visit our website at W6PRC, that's Whiskey 6 Papa Romeo Charlie.org. And for all you Diddy chasers out there, we'll be having our usual code practice here in just a few minutes. You'll want to go to SPARC 2 first. That's where we meet before we start working on HF, which will be 14020. Again, that's 14020, but we meet first on SPARC 2. So, okay, thanks everybody. 73 to everybody. Thanks to everybody that checked in tonight. This is Jeff, Kilo Bravo 6 Charlie Alpha, and I'll be clear.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Good job, Jeff.
See you guys. Take care.
Alrighty.
I gotta turn off my noise maker. All right. Thanks, guys.
All right. Take care, guys.
Call tonight. Take care. YouTubers, tomorrow night is our general meeting. It'll be on YouTube as well. So if you enjoyed tonight, check out tomorrow night. Starts at about 6:20, 6:30. The meeting starts at 7 o'clock. So see you then. Bye. Okay, close, stop streaming. I can do this, Dave. I can.